All right, everybody, we're back again. So movement is my medicine. I don't know, week, whatever this is. Today we're gonna talk about the glute bridge and some of the variations that we use. It's a great exercise to kind of put together core contraction with glute extension or hip extension fired through the glutes. We're trying to make sure that the hamstrings are turned off and basically firing the whole thing through the glute as much as we can. Some of these variations, the hamstrings are gonna be active too, but I don't wanna rely on the hamstring, I wanna rely more on the glute. So I'm gonna ask Nicole to come in and join us. We strategically designed our shirts today to not match. We didn't really, we just got lucky this time. So we're gonna have Nicole demonstrate just a plain glute bridge. So the way this is gonna start, she's gonna lie flat on her back. She's gonna draw her heels close to her glutes. The farther out they are, the more hamstring recruitment she's gonna get. So we wanna keep the heels close to the glutes. I have her go palm up. I've seen people do it palm down. It's completely up to you. It's not gonna make a huge difference one way or another. It's really gonna be more about comfort level. So I'm gonna ask Nicole to engage her core. She's gonna lift her toes off the floor. She's already ahead of me. She's gonna lift her toes off the floor to make sure that she's driving down using just her heels, okay? So what she's gonna do is I'm gonna hear her breath as she comes up to engage that core. She drives through her glutes. You can see that she's kind of a straight line from knee to hip to shoulder. And I'll have you come back down, Nicole. Typically we'll have patients hold in the neighborhood of 5 to 10 seconds just to feel that glute contraction. She should feel like she's trying to pinch the hope diamond in between her butt cheeks. Doesn't want to drop it, hold on to that thing for dear life. Those glutes should be squeezing. Another thing you can do, Nicole, let's have you come back up again. Oh, good. So as she comes up, she should be able to, I'll let her tap her glutes, but she should be able to feel that her hamstrings are loose, that they're not firing. So you can tap that, check it at home. Like I said, I'll let you guys check your own glutes so I don't have to do that. A couple variations of this exercise, and they're progressions. So this is kind of our baseline, but the progression that we're gonna do next is Nicole's gonna come up on 2 feet, come on up, and I'm gonna have her straighten out her leg, one leg, so she's gonna do a one leg lower. So I'll have her straighten out her left leg, and she's gonna use her right hip to lower herself slowly to the floor. This is all about control. And the exercise here is more in the negative, the eccentric contraction on that right side to lower herself to the floor. So I'll have her do that one more time. So she's gonna come up. Again, we're gonna check this straight line. She's gonna straighten out her left leg, and then she's gonna lower herself slowly to the floor. Good. The next step on this we're gonna do is to go with just a single leg glute bridge. So she'll straighten out that left leg, drive through her right heel, and bring herself up. Again, looking for that straight line on the opposite side. We'll have her lower herself down. So here, she's getting the concentric as well as the eccentric contraction of that glute as she lowers herself down. Another great variation that we use a lot, and we can add this as a kind of a tweak, so you can do single leg and double leg with this as well, but we're gonna add a band. So I'll have Nicole put a band. You snuck that, we hit it in the back so you can see it. So we're gonna use this band around her knees. I like to have her do it above her knees. I don't want to add extra torque to her knees, so make sure that any band that you use is above the knees here. Same thing, so she's going to press through her heels, drive herself up, making sure that she maintains tension on this band. You can lower back down again. The key here is now we're not just activating the glute max, right, the hip extensor, but now we're getting the hip abductors, primarily gluteus medius. So let's have you do that again for me, Nicole. Drive through the heels. Good. So you can feel that contraction. She should be able to feel that on the hips as well as through the glute. You can bring yourself back down. And again, you can do the same thing here if you want to with that single leg. Let's give that a shot, Nicole. It's a little more challenging. Bring that up, straighten one leg out, maintain that tension, and slowly lower down. Good. So these are some of the variations. Again, she can do the single leg as well, but it becomes really difficult when this leg is not in contact with the ground. She has to work much harder when she loses that contact point. So these are some variations of the glute bridge. We have the straight glute bridge, we have the single leg lower glute bridge, and then we also have the single leg concentric as well as eccentric. So it's a raise and lower using the single leg, and then we can add the band to add a little bit more variation to it. All right? So again, this is Movement is My Medicine. We're gonna talk about the glute bridge. If you guys have any questions, or like I said, any exercises you want us to talk about, let us know. So send us an email, give us a call, comment on the video, whatever you choose to do. All right, thank you very much for taking the time to watch the video. And again, if you have any questions, just give us a shout.